We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Dallas Cowboys. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
This is Scarborough. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Operating from the gun. Fox. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. They'll run it here with Hunt. Shedding the tackle. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Throwing on first down. Fox. Caught left side, Hopkins. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Gone,
first down. Fox. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Here's Hunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Set. 319. 319.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
On the return, it's Jordan Lewis. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Prescott. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
There we go. 480. Check.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
4 down. Check. There we go. 480. 26.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go. 180. 26.
2nd down, Prescott. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Prescott now from the 50. And that is incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback running.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Prescott on first down. Drops it underneath to Elliott. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And barely able to knock it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback. You got a little confidence in him and let him fling another one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Taco Charlton in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Fox. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
Here we go. 26.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
319! 319!
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Fox. Hard throw, incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
And that's what friends are for.
Right? As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A give to Elliott. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. On 1st and 10, Fox. And this one is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Off play action. Fox. He's going to rifle one deep left. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mike Gesicki, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Cowboys. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And caught right side, Green. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go. 46.
The give is to Elliott. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down throw for Prescott. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Prescott now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing, Prescott. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Quan Alexander. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll bring them back within 4. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Throwing on first down, Fox. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
I'm talking about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half. To carry that with them, it's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. Bailey got the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing after the interception. Fox. Screen play. Johnson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Fox. Wide open receiver complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Down. Fox. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jalen Smith in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. To throw on 2nd down. Fox is going to let this one go deep, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Operating from the gun, Fox. Got an open man, it's Ratley. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the 1st half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Here we go. 4-8.
Prescott down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On 1st and 10, Fox. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Here we go, 47. 26.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 81 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line, out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll start things on first down with Bo Scarborough. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
It's Scarborough again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a first and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Set. 319. 319.
Off the play fake. Fox. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The reception good for 7, It's third down. The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Fox. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And Green with a catch left side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Well, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Now Elliott. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
The Cowboys on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Prescott from the gun. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Richard Rodgers, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Well, they got the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Drive starts on the ground with Scarborough. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's the backup Mayfield. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Back now in Arlington. Now Scarborough. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mayfield now from the 50. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Mayfield now. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They'll run with Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2nd down, Prescott. Oh, he stays up. Oh, fighting off the defender. Now he'll escape, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. Open man, the tight end Rodgers. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
First down, Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's going to fire one deep open, trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. And they'll go on the ground. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Cowboys, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.